Welcome to the Late Night Show. Hope everything is okay. Hope everything is all right. I'm your host, Andrew Day. Now, what's the latest? What's happening on the island of St. Martin? We begin with the news of a one-year anniversary for the government of Mercelina Cabinet 2. Yes, the second cabinet, number 2, will be making 1 year in office tomorrow, Wednesday. So they're going to be a 1 year. It's a celebration. We got to celebrate. I need to get a gift for them. Yeah, happy 1 year anniversary. I know it says happy birthday, but I couldn't find the anniversary balloon by the dollar store, so I got myself a happy birthday one for the Mercelina 2 cabinet. They made a year in office, and that is a big achievement. Now, the question is, what does it mean for the lovely people of St. Martin? I can't hear you. What does it mean? It means that no matter what, okay, I like these balloons. Yeah, so no matter what, it means that at the end of the day, the government has to be working for you, right? Wrong. There are a lot of things that are outstanding and that people want to know what the latest is on it. And for that, we had to look for the good interview of Member of Parliament of the National Alliance, leader of the National Alliance, Egmont Doran. I should call him Egbert so short Doran, but that's okay. He was on Billy D radio station this morning, SOS 95.9, where he gave some comments about the government and the latest with the marketplace, Mullet Bay, the way that the government is handling land. It was a list of issues that were discussed. Take a look.
You know what I always say? In general, everybody is different, you know? You have conservatives, you have progressives, you have people that, you know, believe in a certain thing. But I firmly believe you have to be a believer of something.
Correct.
If
Yeah, you gotta believe in
something.
something.
It could not be in line with what I want or what I want to
believe in
see.
something.
Believe in something and champion it.
Yeah.
But what I'm seeing right now, unfortunately, and I must say in majority of the ministries, is just like a go with the wind, go with the flow type of behavior. Lack of vision, lack of direction, lack of, hey, listen, this is what I want to see, this is what I want to get done. There's a lot of talk, but there's little to no action taking place. And I challenge anyone to say otherwise, because at the end of the day, Billy, and I'm sure you could see now, the honeymoon period is over.
Oh, it's over.
The expiration date for saying that, hey, this is what Artwell did, this is what Silveria did, this is what Jurendi did, this is what Anna did.
That's over.
The time done. This is what Otley did. It done. So now you run out of things to say and you run out of ideas, and that's what we're witnessing and I would say experiencing right now.
Yeah.
Because when you look across the board, and not only in Vrummy, but across the board, there's a lack of movement.
Yeah.
There's a lot of great talks. The talks are the best talks, and this is gonna, but you don't see the effectiveness, not even a step-for-step plan as to how we're gonna get there.
I want to take a point. The marketplace MP.
Yeah.
We saw the laying of the first stone. We hear that they're starting tomorrow.
Yeah.
Why the marketplace ain't start?
Billy, I could say it's no secret that I've been a strong proponent to see it come to fruition for many reasons, but I'm going to zoom in right now. As Minister of Vrummy, I signed a building permit to allow the marketplace to move forward.
Signed the
I
building?
signed it back then when MP Otley was interim minister of TIAT. There was a lot of stagnation with the marketplace, a lot of discussions. We had 2 meetings, and those were the best, and I would go there to say the most effective meetings when it came to the marketplace, because we had one, me and him and our staff together, and then we had a separate one with Royal Caribbean representatives from the port and everybody, and we came with concrete plans, and we worked towards those plans on a bi-weekly basis, updating each other. The building permit came, I signed the building permit, and everything was done.
You signed the
I
building
signed the
permit?
building
So
permit.
what is all
when
that?
when Minister Lambrit took over, there was I had to sign an agreement to allow them to use the old government building area to put the temporary tents. They say for 3 months the construction is going to take. I say, guys, let's be realistic. Put it to 6 to 7 months to allow them to use their. Over a year has gone by, Billy. I mean, I think we're going on maybe 2 years very soon. And what hurts me the most is that this whole show was done where groundbreaking. You saw some prominent figures in the political arena as well as outside the political arena were there right before the election at the time. And since then, nothing has happened. Every time the government or the minister find herself or themselves, because Vrum is involved as well, under too much pressure, they start to move some of the wood. You hear excavator going back and forth. You would hear it roaring because you're going to work at the Parliament building. And then it stops. Nothing in dig up there. First they do soil tests. Then the minister say, no, she have a building permit. Then we ask the minister of Vermi for the building permit. The minister of Vermi said,
you signed the building permit?
I said, but the minister wanted to change it. Want to change the design. Because if she want to start today, she can start today with the original design that was agreed upon by all stakeholders. It's there. It's approved. It was published.
Is the money there, MP? Is the money to start? Is that money there?
The money had to be there, Billy, because there are other people investing, and the money wasn't there for Soul Beach, and that came about. So when you're talking about money, money was never brought up as a discussion point.
Okay.
It's just a matter of, oh, this is Doran idea, or this is Otley idea, or this is who idea, so we're going to stop, we're going to change it, we're going to add this, add that, and then come back to say, no, hey, we're going back to the original. Billy, I have letters received from the minister saying, no, and we're going back to the original design. So if you're going back to the original design, then why we didn't start yet?
Correct.
You understand? And you know what's the bad part about all of this? It's not about me or you, Billy, because we don't benefit directly and or indirectly. We just benefit when our people do good. Yeah. But the people that are there working, they are so isolated in the back of God back there by the old government building. Nobody's seeing them. No traffic is going there. They're not making any money. You understand? Who feels it knows it. I came with a proposal and a motion which was passed by a great majority in Parliament for relief. Give them relief, give them a break. Back and forth. I even gave them, Billy, I don't just talk and say things. I gave them the solution. I turned to the minister and said, Minister, since you saying the Ministry of Finance don't know how to find relief or whatever, I said, look, Artwell here, me and Artwell have this and this and this. We lay down. When we gave the business support and the SSRP for persons that lost their income during COVID, we organized with St. Martin Development Fund, which we raised their subsidy in order, because they have the whole vehicle and infrastructure to release funds to people. We raised their subsidy to the amount they wanted to give relief, and we gave relief to the people of St. Martin. I told the minister, this is a feasible way so you could give some relief to the market vendors. Yeah. Up to today, they didn't get no relief. You see something come out the other day, oh, they waive certain fees where they have to pay, but that's not relief. That's not no real relief, because you disenfranchised them for over a year, and that is still happening today. You can go there right now. There's nothing going on there.
And everybody thought that this, the marketplace was a big thing during the election. Everybody thought that it would have been done, and it started by now.
Nothing is happening. Yeah. Absolutely nothing is happening, and that is why I say, Billy, we have to realize what is happening now. The time run out for excuses. The time run out for blaming others, because now they have no one else to turn. You can't say it's new because you've been there.
Correct.
You could the current cabinet is gonna, what do they be?
25th.
Tomorrow, the current cabinet make 1 year, and if you go back from May 3rd, 2024, the original cabinet, the Mercelina one start. So in 5 months, they're going to have 2 years in office. What do you have to show the people?
Correct.
Like the people, like a famous MP to say, are you better off today than you were a year and a half ago? These are the people that had the answers. And again, it's one thing for me to say and throw rocks because I know better, I've seen better, I've experienced better. But sometimes you need to listen to, because at the end of the day, Billy, when it comes to the marketplace, we gave the solution. When it came to Mullet Bay, I laid down the law in terms of my views and what I think. And you don't have to agree with me, but you have to do something.
One of the biggest things that I saw there, MP, that went under the table, I saw Mullet Bay now cost 85 million. From 200 or 100 and something million to 85 million. What does that mean?
No, I can't speak on that particular point. Reason being, I don't know where these sources are coming from. I don't know if somebody
you
just
saw-
decided.
you saw the
I read it. I don't know who did the valuation. I really don't know. And according to me, it didn't come from government side. So I reserve the time to really get those answers. But another thing, Billy, when I brought a motion back I think over a year ago, and I said, listen, for the minister to come to Parliament every month, or not even come to update Parliament, so it could be via a letter, could be a memo, could be an email, as to the processes and the steps that are being taken to secure Mullet Bay for the people of St. Martin, it was refused, and the minister said it's not feasible. And up to now, you're just getting back and forth answers. But I can remember when they had the whole Inya thing, with the securing the Mullet Bay with India and paying out, the minister came to Parliament and said she would give all the updates and everything. All of a sudden, you can't hear no more. And it looked like when you ask about Mullet Bay, they just get vexed with you.
Well, let me ask you,
I say, how come you so interested in Mullet Bay all of a sudden?
As an MP, as a St. Martin, do we own Mullet Bay?
We, as in the central bank or as in India?
St. Martin
No.
Mullet Bay?
No.
So who owns Mullet Bay?
Sun Resorts, if I'm not
So
mistaken.
Mullet Bay is,
Sun Resorts, which is under Inya Group and which is
so
under...
we can't discuss nothing about Mullet Bay.
Yes, we can, in my opinion, and based on some research that I've done. Reason being, we pay out Inya. We pay out Inya because of the trouble that Inya found themselves in. So we have a say because we are over the central government, over the central bank, which is currently, we are major shareholder. It's two shareholders, Curacao and St. Martin. We are a shareholder. Curacao is a bigger shareholder, of course, based on their population and their investment. But we do have a say because we had a say when they were in trouble. And now that it's under, you could, as government, look for a way and mean to secure it. And that's why my main question was, throughout the budget amendment, throughout the most recent budget debate, 2025, where in this budget do you have funds allocated, whether it's in capital expenditure, whether it's in wherever, to buy land? Because the minister mentioned that they're going to have, I think, 10 days to give the first right of refusal or something like that. Even that point isn't clear. And again, all I'm asking for over and over is clarity. When you have, and I'm going to say it here, and I don't care no more at this point, Billy. When you have ministers that are being shielded and protected by the chair of parliament, that's all you need to run carte blanche, because then you don't need to answer to nobody. Because we've had instances.
The chair of parliament is shielding for ministers?
100%. 100%.
In what sense?
By not calling relevant meetings, by not insisting when we ask questions that we get responses. We have ministers that have been coming to Parliament for the last 18 months saying that this is confidential, that is confidential. Up to now, we cannot see or haven't seen the advice for the over $1 million guilders for Soul Beach. We haven't seen the advice, Billy. We haven't seen that voice. We've been asking for in different meetings. Mind you, you're not talking about Billy D. Envy or JurenyDuran.com Envy. You're talking about public funds.
There you heard it. That's the former Minister of Romy, Egbert Duran, and leader of the National Alliance, Member of Parliament. They are speaking on Billy D's radio station, SOS 95.9. Time for a commercial break. When we come back, we got more late night. Stay with us.
Ha! Bad. Anyway, them see me blame me gun, them a chat. Bad. Busting up the place with my style. Bad. What kind of thing that style where we fling?
I'm having trouble with my internet. It's dropping in my bedroom and the kitchen.
Problem in your internet is your Wi-Fi. You see, things like the size of your house, the building materials you use, like concrete walls, whether you have multiple floors. And let's not forget the distance between your modem and your devices, like your computer, your phone, TV. All these have an effect on the quality and the strength of your Wi-Fi.
How do you know this stuff?
You need to check Telem. They have mesh devices that allow you to create your own smart Wi-Fi network to cover your entire home. It's a few small devices working together like a team to cover your entire house with strong Wi-Fi signal. Super easy. Here, I get one from Telem today. Download the app from your phone app store, plug in the device, and plug into the modem. When light blinks blue, it's ready to pair via the app. Go to app, click next, and follow the instruction. Place the second device where you need coverage. Boom. Now you're covered. Telem makes it super easy. They offer convenient payment plans of just $12 a month. My guy, and if you opt to get the fiber plan, they'll come and install it for you. Guess what? For free.
Oh, wow. I'm gonna get my smart Wi-Fi plan today.
Hey, let's do this thing.
Today itself.
Get your smart Wi-Fi from Telem today.
Christmas is here, and what does it mean? Christmas means lighting up St. Martin. GB, not going down. We don't have no relief, but we got lights. We got lights. And with these lights, these wonderful volunteers of the foundation that is in charge of setting up these street lights that we have throughout St. Martin, they were on the program this morning, a radio program also, on 105.5, yes, with Electra. And they gave some information about the lighting ceremony. There's a lighting show that is coming up, so you need to know about that. So here is the ladies talking about the lighting of St. Martin.
Anela, I know that you and your team have been definitely extremely busy bodies working hard for the community for the festive season that's coming up, and you're going to tell me all about that in the second part. But first, let's get into, a little birdie whispered to me that there'll be some type of lighting show.
Yes, we on December 1st at 8 o'clock at night sharp, we have our first Christmas light show. I don't know if you've ever experienced a light show before. It's music synchronized with lights.
Yes.
So it's theatric, it's dramatic, it's just an experience that will raise the hair on your skin.
Yes, definitely. So that will be happening where exactly?
It's at the Vegas building, the Vegas casino, but it's on the outside. So there are fixtures or props attached to the building.
Okay.
That has pixels on them,
Oh.
hundreds of pixels. That's programmed to synchronize with music and to give a wave of light show. So the computer will tell the lights what to do.
Right.
But it's just it's mesmerizing to watch.
And how long is the show?
The show is 15 minutes.
Okay, but
Yes.
what inspired you, or how did this idea even come about?
Do you know, every year I love to think out of the box, just like
Yes,
you, Electra.
yes,
Like
yes.
we're not normal. We are
Glad you said it. I'm glad you said it.
Yeah. So we have. I've thought last year everyone is lighting up a Christmas tree. What can we do that is out of the box? Did you see the Christmas tree from Trinidad? I think it's as tall as the Empire State Building.
Wow, I didn't see it.
Everyone has a Christmas tree that they gather around, have a ceremony and
And do
celebration,
something
and they
special.
light up.
Right.
I'm like, what can set us apart from that? What can set St. Martin apart from that? So this year, in the summer, I went to Mr. Corallo, such a generous man, and I pitched an idea to him, and 5 seconds into the presentation, he said yes!
Okay.
So from that moment, it kicked off. He really wants to do something great for St. Martin.
Yes.
And this is what he loved different. So he jumped on the bandwagon, and I like the bandwagon.
That's right. That's
So
right.
he said yes, and we kicked off the designing of the show. There's going to be 5 songs in the 15 minutes.
Okay.
And
Like Christmas songs then?
yes,
Okay.
Christmas songs.
Of course.
And so this is our Rockefeller Center moment. This is St. Martin Rockefeller Center Christmas moment where we're lighting up St. Martin in a way that is different from everyone else's. Will we have Christmas tree? Yes.
Okay.
Not one.
Okay.
Not two.
Ooh.
Not three. 4 towering 16-foot Christmas tree sitting on
16
top.
foot.
Yes.
Wow.
Sitting on top of a building.
Okay. And the
Okay.
show is going to be taking part all on front of the building.
Yes, and it's over 30,000 pixels
Ooh.
of small lights that's going to be telling the story of each song.
Nice. I think that's definitely impactful because I'm a person that love lights. You know, I always get cursed in the house. Turn off the lights. I said I didn't buy these pretty lights to have them off.
Right? Yes.
I want to see them
I
sparkle
think that's
now
why
and
we
again.
like Christmas so
You know,
much.
I think so too. And this is open to the general
The
public.
general public. So this is the amazing thing about it. So the show is, we're going to do 2 shows per night. Listen
Okay.
to this. Starting December 1,
Mhm.
1st of December, the first launch party, St. Martin. Let's get together and launch this rocket.
That's
Okay.
Okay, at 8 o'clock at night. We will all be there celebrating, and then 8 o'clock, the first show. Then there's a second show at 9 o'clock.
Okay, so
After that night,
uh-huh.
every single night in December, so from December 1 all the way to 31, and in January until January 5th, every night there will be 2 shows per night, 8 o'clock and 9 o'clock.
Well, that's nice because and this will tie into the second part of the interview. I know that you and your team have been doing a great job with all the lights. So it's nice to sometimes take the drive in the night. So then, if you didn't catch it on December 1st, you still have the whole month of December and a little part of January to catch the lighting show.
Yes,
Exactly.
of course. What I would suggest to everyone is come early, especially on the 1st of December. Come about 6 o'clock. We'll start off with a DJ, and then we'll have a beautiful big choir.
So that's going to happen in a parking
That's
lot.
happening in the parking lot. That's going to do performance for us, and we'll sing along if you want to. And then at 8 o'clock, we kick off the show.
So a lot of Christmas cheer and Christmas spirit to start the countdown to December 25th.
Exactly.
Got
the
it.
countdown. Let's call it our Advent calendar
That's
kickoff.
right.
One of
That's
it.
right. So based on that, right? I mean, you've been doing so much great stuff with your team and
Yes.
decorating the island. I heard a lot of people talk about it. They were like, wow, that's such a great idea to put lights. And, for those people that don't know the history of that, tell us how you got that idea and then bring us up to present.
Okay, first I want to thank Mija for coming with me here. Mija was such an amazing volunteer on this second
Round
execution
that's
of
right.
our Christmas lights. But yeah, last year we, my wife and I, Brenda Brooks, boom.
Hi, Brenda.
We wanted to go away to feel that Christmas light spirit. Light does something, doesn't it?
It does.
It's like it shines on the outside, but it does something on the inside.
For sure.
So
for sure.
we really wanted. Liam has never seen that, experienced Christmas like that before, and so we decided let's go away. And then I thought to her, I said, why is it possible that we can light up St. Martin just like that?
Mm-hmm.
And she said, well, do the research and see how much it would cost. And when I did, I was so surprised that it was possible.
Yes.
And so we called up a few friends and everyone, we pooled our monies together, and then that's how we were able to execute the first one. And this year, of course, it had to be bigger and bigger.
Knowing you, and
we
next
only
year-
grow.
And next year it's going to be much bigger. I
Yeah.
saw some new addition
Yeah.
lights in
Yeah.
different districts this year too.
Yes, yes. So many of our supporters, they like lights as well, but of course they just don't want to decorate Main Street.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, if you're going to do this, make sure that our funds get into the community. People like Napa, Republic Bank, they wanted the lights to reach the community as
Of
close
course.
as possible.
Of course.
And I love that too. I really do. So we were able to go through Ebenezer. We were able to go through Middle Region,
Nice.
Dutch Quarter, Belvedere, places we didn't reach last year. We were so happy to get there.
Okay. So I'll see you at a light show. The light show is going to be awesome. It's going to be amazing. You got to make sure you come down to witness the 15-minute light show. I'm very excited about that. It should be a great, great, great initiative. All right. We're going to take another commercial break. When we come back, more late night.
A new day begins. The sun rises over St. Martin, bringing new energy, new possibilities. This island was built on resilience, progress, and the strength of its people. Our connection is what moves us forward. It links our communities, our businesses, our families. From the heart of the island to the shores beyond, we've connected St. Martin. From every street to every home, this network was built for St. Martin by St. Martin hands. Connection isn't just about signals, it's about people. This is your island and your network recharged. Proudly local, we're here for today, tomorrow, and every milestone ahead.
All right. Now, of course, it's all about the flashback, where we look back at the things that took place in St. Martin. So take a look at the flashback for today.
Let me give you the latest information. Of course, if you didn't know, that means you're living under a rock. Member of Parliament Christopher Emmanuel has been arrested, and also his former chief of cabinet for the Ministry of Romy has also been arrested. MR. No, I'm not giving her name because she's not a politician, people. Have some respect. Now, according to the prosecutor office, on Tuesday morning, his home and his gym was searched in the South Reward area. Now, the two were arrested on Tuesday as part of an investigation called the Begonia case. The public prosecutor said in the press release that the suspects were arrested by the National Detectives of St. Martin. The release said that after a lengthy investigation, meaning 2 damn years, yes, 2 years, because this investigation started in 2017, apparently. The suspects are accused of unlawfully long leasing government land to acquaintances at the end of their tenure in 2017. And as a result, other applicants were disadvantaged. The team of law enforcement searched the whole place, and this is pretty interesting, I must say. Why? Because we've heard rumors that he was being investigated, but then Chris decided to put himself up for Minister of VSA. So it had to come out, basically. He kind of bite the bear, and the bear bite him back by arresting him this morning. In February 2018, I remember a story in the Daily Herald. He issued more than 10,000 square meters in long lease to 8 persons, of whom 3 were part of his cabinet at the time. Okay, so let me give you some facts, some fiction, because I'm hearing different stories. Some people are saying, oh my God, let's start a revolution because they're locking up all our people. That might be true. But they justify the allegations that they have because of how the process took place. Allow me to explain. First of all, one of the false narratives is that the former Minister of VSA, Emily, went to the prosecutor or the Lance Recherche and filed a complaint against Christopher Emmanuel. That is not true. Lord, that is not true. Like when I saw this morning a bunch of people online, mostly St. Martiners, who are very, very upset that Chris was arrested. You know, they write, "Oh, we gotta go for that Chinese. This thing ain't over." Like, wait a minute. Or you take it easy. The Chinese didn't do nothing. Take it easy. Actually, it was the Minister of Romy, our former Minister of Romy, Miklos Getterson, that sent a letter to the Council of Ministers explaining the timeline of what took place when Christopher Emmanuel was the Minister of Romy. Okay, that is a fact. Now, there was an article on St. Martin News, stmartinnews.com. I have it here. Where it is? Okay. Now, I just hate to read Hilbert Hall's stories because he is no good. But I'll make an exception because it was an okay written story. So, let me give you some information that we know so far. All right? Former Minister of Romy, Christophe Emmanuel, broke a lot of rules when he issued long lease land to 11 different people. So first, the Daily Herald said 8. Of course, Hilbert Hart said 11. Go figure. I don't know which one is true. Don't ask me. I don't want to investigate. Now, among them was his chief of staff of his cabinet at the time, MR. He ignored negative advices from the departments of Romy and New Projects and only motivated his decision in a letter submitted to DIV, which is the department that registers letters submitted to the government. On January the 18th, now this is a twist. This was when the National Alliance-led government was already out of office. Now it appears from a letter from the current minister of Romy at the time, Miklos Getterson, sent to the Council of Ministers on Wednesday, February the 14th, that it basically draws a shocking picture of the way Minister Emmanuel went about his business in an attempt to curry favor with his supporters, according to this article by Hilbert Hall. Now, Minister Getterson did an in-depth investigation into the issuance of land in long lease on the Pondville. It concerns an area of 12,000 square meters and its recipients, and then it gives all the names there. No, I'm not going there. According to the minister, Getterson, in Getterson's letter, Domain Affairs received numerous instructions during the first week of December to finalize the issuance of long lease contracts. Some applicants were added, while others were removed from the previous advice. Now, it breaks down, the article breaks down in different sections of how they find it was a conflict of interest. Remember, at the time, I was doing politics. I didn't have the late night yet. And one of the things that, one of the jokes that we had was that, hey, Chris, hi, how you doing? I want some land. Remember that joke? It was, and most people didn't get it, but that's basically what the joke was about. He gave parcels of lands to St. Martin people. Yeah? His argument at the time was that foreigners get land all the time and they pay next to nothing. It's time for St. Martin to reclaim back its land, or for young professionals or St. Martin persons to get land because that's what they're entitled to. Right? Okay. That was his argument. But the procedure to give the land out at the time was not done 100%. So, people are a bit miffed about it. They have mixed feelings. On one side, they're saying, okay, Andrew, it's time for St. Martin people to stand up, and we need our own land. We're tired of renting. We need to build our own houses. We need our own businesses. He didn't do nothing wrong. He is for the St. Martin people. Give him a crown, on one side. On the other side, some people are saying, hey, wait a minute. Why wasn't I allotted a chance to also qualify for the land? Why didn't I have a chance? I from St. Martin. I born here. How come I didn't get the opportunity to apply for long lease government land? Why they? Why do they have a connection? But what? He only give it to people who support him? But what the hell? You know, so you see, everybody has mixed feelings about it. Some, the proud St. Martiner, is saying, yeah, somebody's standing up for us finally. For years, they've been raping our land and giving it away to foreigners. And on the other side, you have the rules is the rules, Chris. You needed to follow the rules in order to give the people the land properly. It's a mixture of emotions, and I am not going to make it up for you because I just don't know where this one falls. And you probably don't want to give me, it's got a fly in here, sorry. You don't want me to give you my opinion about it because it doesn't matter what I think, okay? For now, he is in custody along with his former chief of cabinet. And yeah. It's unfortunate that it happened just a couple of weeks before postulation, just a couple of weeks before the parliamentary elections. So again, it looks like the Dutch is targeting our politicians, specifically our sitting members of parliament. So now, do we just throw Chris into the basket of corrupted politicians, and then we move on to the next one? Because whatever his reason might be, he would have to have his day in court. The prosecutor well knows that he's not going to bring Chris to court before elections in January. So you pick him up, it goes everywhere, it goes viral, and now he's going to come out. And then he has to explain everywhere he goes the reason for him getting picked up. And don't worry, they're trying to keep us down, but vote for me. It's a toss-up, everybody. And I think that we have to stay focused on what is at stake. And what is at stake? Steak. I'm hungry. Sorry. What is at stake? Well, is the Dutch coming to take over or not? But keep alive, stay woke, stay awake, pay attention. Don't get distracted by flares and all kind of distractions. You can read, you could comprehend, we have no problem. I'll try to give you as much as the facts as I know. So, they have 48 hours. They can hold them for 48 hours for questioning, and then afterwards, they'll decide on the 8 days and yada, 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 the same as the other politicians. The Storm 9 is still the Storm 8 now. So, one down, they have 8 more, so they still have a majority. So, the track of Sylvia Jacobs' Cabinet 1 still coming into reality is for sure 100% still in the works. Because even without MP Emmanuel there, you have 8 members of parliament supporting. There was 9, remember? Okay, so government ain't fall. Everybody don't go crazy. We still on track where that is concerned. Yeah? Will there be more arrests? Hell yes. I think so. Because, you know, them land researchers don't play. They don't play at all. I guess that's it. I give you the latest information about the arrest of the member of parliament. Let's not get distracted by the current members of parliament that promised certain things, and it's time for me to feature a next one. I won't feature Chris, obviously. Too soon? Too soon. Okay, no problem. Sorry. This is my next parliamentarian that promised a certain thing during the 2018 elections. Did they deliver? You decide.
Answer Marylander cause she's ambitious. Instability got the population tripping. But we shall overcome cause Martin Luther did it. So much promises was made that got broken. Money on their mind for the people, they're losing focus. So trust me when I said that up this way of voting. The time for change comes, so we voting. You know it, getting out of the jam, doing it for the land. Oh yes we can. They heard what we gon' do, so we switch up the plans. We bout to run the island, more stamina. Man, I'm too legit to quit, so we add it up. Maybe we just too legit to quit.
Oh, yes. All right, that is it for my opening. We will continue the show now. I mess up the script. Let's begin this.
Now, of course, Late Night Show is back. We've been on a break, but we are back. So thank you so much for those who've been asking, where's the late night? What happened to late night? They finally catch you? No, they ain't finally catch me. Okay? They try, but they can't. All right. So thank you to Focus Forward Studios. That's where we're taping it. And we having so much fun. So make sure you stay tuned with Late Night. Thank you so much for watching. Until tomorrow, have a good one. Bye-bye.